Boys, Lash.
We're coming to order here. I'm not gonna read the rules of conduct, because we're just piggybacking on the other meeting. And we're not gonna, do the pledge. Audience of citizens. Seeing none and hearing none, we'll move on. Approval of the minutes. Number 5.1. Any questions, any corrections? I move we approve the minutes. Okay, nothing? All right, well, I do. Anyway, should I follow the minutes? We don't get. Any. Geez. The minutes on, we should go 8.2. Elections of officers, and we'll get to that. It says here, board will have to elect vice chairman. And was put on the agenda.
Should be chairman and vice.
Yeah, it should be.
I thought we only did officers in an election year.
No, it's every year.
There should be a copy of the charter in your packet, so showing the elected agencies need an annual meeting to elect officers. It's behind the calendars. And it has to be done before January.
We won't be spared. Sometimes change for you. All right, that's the only thing I have in the minutes. So. We made the motion. And the minutes, I move we approve the minutes for November 20th, 2024.
With the,
That's correct.
with the.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Kelly second. Thank you. All right. Correspondence. Anybody have it? We don't have it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah,
There's copies of like the calendar again, and then a copy of the charter explaining why you have to be reelected. You have it.
all right, we had,
Okay, now you're,
set a meeting. Already, so
now you're up to new business.
we're up to new business. We
Yeah.
kind of did all the other business
We have no old business.
in the previous meeting. You want to get something? FiPAC.
No, you're looking at the agenda.
Meetings.
Oh, yeah. Number 8.
Number 8, new business. Election of officers. That was kind of sweet. That was the last one. Election of officers. Do you have anybody anybody want to make a nomination?
Nominate we keep Jeff as chair and Judy as vice chair.
Any conversation? All right, hearing a motion in a second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? No abstentions? Motion passes. Right board follow-up discussion. Do we want to spend any time discussing that? What we just went through, or do we want to take it home and digest it?
I think it's a little premature to have the discussions. We have to have more information about what the actual budgets are going to be and so on. So I think they did a good job of giving us a preliminary outlook about what it's going to look like on the meeting.
Very good. 8.3, we'll move on. HVAC project. I think we've pretty much heard a lot of that. The referendum results, it passed. We don't need to, it passed, that's all we need to know. 25-26 budget process, initial discussion. We have our schedule already set. Okay, and we'll follow that and we'll wait to see what the rest of it, the other people bring to us, and we can keep it in the back of our mind. Transfers, we have a pile of transfers.
Well, one step back about the budget process, if there's a certain department or anything you want, I think we started this last year, if you don't have anybody specific you want brought to a FiPAC meeting, if you wanna leave it up to Mark and then they can send out announcements, so you know when certain departments or commissions or whoever are coming to a board of selectmen meeting, and you can come to those meetings, and hear the same presentation instead of having it twice,
Okay.
having it done.
Or it will be recorded.
Yeah.
And knowing that we're about to talk about it in FiPAC, you could go back and watch the recording prior to time.
And is there, time for questions from the audience that we would be part of?
Would they be
If we go to a presentation that's done for the board of
Oh,
selectmen, we can ask
Yeah, because
questions.
these are budget workshops,
Right.
so the focus is to talk
Yeah,
about. Right?
we have them,
We
we
have to-
recognize. Is that from Stephen? Okay. Nothing else.
Right, so we have the schedules, if you'd like to do it, then you're welcome to. As Bev said, now that's my agenda again. There we go. But now I'm gonna move to the transfer.
You want to back out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a total of $29,660, expecting a transfer the board of selectmen have approved them all. The first one is, from contingency, have a number of, IT projects need to be done. It's to kind of help upgrade some of the equipment to ground solar, because a couple months ago, we had a bad storm. We had the servers go down and lost some UPS batteries, and so we had IT issues for a couple of days. We need that done, and as well as in the senior center, they have some old cabling that needs to be upgraded, and,
A lot of, some of the servers are in the attic and they're being.
yes, they wanna move some of the IT equipment out of the attic, because it's very hot up there, it's damaging the equipment, so they want to smooth it, including bringing access points downstairs where they're more accessible, just improve the service, IT service in the senior center, so the total of that is $11,050. The next one is a transfer of $2,000. The senior transportation vehicles had a few issues between, I guess they had a muffler issue on the other part of the state. They lost the muffler, it came off. They had a transmission issue. They had to repair the lift.
The muffler was on the big van and the transmission issue was on the roof.
And the lift on the van all had to be, so, I want to put in $2,000 to at least cover, it'll be coming from their fuel line, we can have some extra money in there just to cover those bills, hopefully no more, not gonna run somewhere, there's gonna be no more issues. The next, transfer is for $1,654. There was an unanticipated cost to have the inspection replaced for the moorings at Columbia Lake. I think there was an issue, floats were getting loose. And they found out that the setting wasn't proper, so they needed to repair the moorings, as well as there was doing some big repairs to the control boat to get us through the season and to winterize it this year, so that line went over budget. We are going to be replacing the main control boat using the final balance of the, American Relief Fund money plus the capital funds we have already budgeted. So
We have 10,000 put aside in the capital. For
So-
the replacement.
that should cover the new boat, but for now, we need to take care of the repairs until, we're hoping that maybe we can sell it.
Right, we'll try to sell it.
The used boat as is, you know.
But
get
if it's
the-
like a truck, it takes 2.5 years, it could be fine.
Yeah, so that should be ordered hopefully by before Christmas.
Analyze the new one. Right.
The next transfer is $2,120, it's in the facility line, there's actually gonna be a few transfers for facilities, one, the printing line went over between the new facility manager needs a business cards in the budget, the, building official needed forms, they went over budget, the other one is again, the facility truck also needed repairs. So this transfer should actually help have repaired, the truck has already been maintained and repaired a couple months ago, but there's some other issues like the new tires. The sander has some issues, so, hoping this transfer will help cover those costs. The next one is a big one, it's $10,000 for general supplies. That seems to have plenty of money in there to cover the professional tech line. There were multiple buildings that needed repairs between plumbing, HVAC issues, yeah, what else there was, the heating. That's outside of what happened in public works, so we think $10,000 should help cover it, and cross our fingers, there's no more issues with any of the buildings for us to do that. So there could be more asked for later. And the final transfer is $2,836, it's in the facility line. It came to the attention that there are a couple of AEDs, one in the senior center and the other one in the Murphy House. It's too old. It's like 10 years old. They both need to be replaced. And so the order has in place, and they're also trying to standardize, so they're all similar models. So if you get replacement pads and all that in one order, we're trying to figure out who has what. So, we're just waiting for that. So we're just looking for contingency, since that's a kind of a unbudgeted item of $2,836.
We're also going to an AED that doesn't require a child pad. The biggest problem with AEDs is you never use the child pads, but they expire and then you can never get new ones. So we have a new AED that you just toggle a button and you say adult or child. So it's the same pads. It uses the charge.
It'll be good when we get it.
Right, so this is our new focus.
Okay.
Have a better AED.
Can we get the old ones to try out?
Oh, I had to do an AED, you do not want to do anywhere near an electric shots. It's hard.
Okay.
I had a rescue on the river this year, it was bad. So, don't ever want to have to.
What, motion to accept the transfers as presented.
So,
I second. All in favor?
I,
Opposed? Abstentions? Very much. Motion passes.
Yeah.
Next meeting, January 15th, 2025. All right. Everybody, motion to adjourn.
8:29.
8:29.
yeah.
All right. Who's it? I'll second it. The,
Merry Christmas.
Art, motion.
all right. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. And a good holiday to be. Right, we'll adjourn. Reconvene after.